Hey guys, I'm Messi and welcome to this quick start guide for Mythic Darkflame Cleft. Darkflame is one of the War Within dungeons joining the Mythic Plus dungeon pool in Season 2. The first boss is Waxbeard. Rockbuster is the tank buster, dealing damage and causing the tank to take 25% increased damage for 6 seconds. Throughout the fight, adds will spawn and attack random players, putting a stacking dot on you. You need to avoid the minecarts that zoom over the rails, but you can use them to run over the adds and instantly kill them. The tracks light up, showing you which track the minecart will zoom over next. Luring Candleflame will put a dot on you and cause all the adds to focus on you. Use this to help position the adds on the tracks. Next, Spread Out. The boss will reckless charge at the furthest player away, killing adds in his path and causing the ceiling to cave in on everyone. Of course, move out the swirls from the cave in. Lastly, when the dynamite minecart spawns, kill it before it explodes. Up next is Blazikon, and this fight is all about the candles around the room. To start with, he'll reset the room with Dousing Breath, putting out all candles. When you get the arrow on your head from Wickerlight Barrage, you want to move the candles to light them. Light as many as you can, but don't light them all. And of course, don't stand in the circles. And Kindling Inferno will get cast next, and you need to stand in the section of a lit candle. Move out of the black area. When the cast ends, the entire group will get a stacking dot. 1 stack per candle that was not lit. All candles will light up again, and now you'll need to put out 1 candle instead. When you get the blue arrow from Extinguishing Gust on your head, move in the direction of a candle, and when the cast ends, dodge the whirlwind. Ideally, you only want the group to put out 1 candle. As you might have guessed, these unlit candles will now be your safe zone. When Incite Flames is cast, move away from the sections that have lit candles. Fire will spawn there, don't stand in it. And that's pretty much it. The abilities will rotate. Light the candles when Blazikon douses them, blow them out when Blazikon lights them, and don't stand in the bad stuff. The absolute last thing to know is that tanks need to stay in melee range of the boss, or he'll deal AoE damage to the entire group with blazing storms. The third boss is the Candle King. Eerie molds will cause wax statues to spawn. Don't stand directly next to them unless you want to be stunned. If you stack up with your group, you'll get statues to spawn closer together. The statues will deal AoE damage to the group as long as they're up. You need to use the boss's abilities to destroy them. But before we get to that, Paranoid Mind just needs to be interrupted. When you get targeted by Darkflame Pickaxe, hide behind a statue to destroy it. Otherwise, you'll be knocked back. And lastly, when you get the Circle of Throw Darkflame on you, stand near statues so that they're in your circle to get rid of them. And of course, don't stand in the wax puddle afterwards. The last boss is the Darkness, and oh boy, it's certainly something. We might take a minute more for this one. Before you actually fight the boss, throw as much dynamite on it as possible when you're in the minecart to lower its health. The boss itself revolves around keeping the candle lit. If any of the boss's abilities hit the candle, its energy bar will go down. And if it reaches 0, the candle goes out and you get feared for 1 second. And on top of that, you get a stacking debuff, increasing your damage taken by 10% and reducing your haste by 5%. You can pick up the candle to move it by using the extra action button and put it down in the same way. While you're carrying it, you won't be able to cast spells. Around the room, there will be small candles you can run over to pick them up and bring them back to the big candle. This will add fuel to your candle to keep it lit. Bear in mind that if you yourself are not close to the candle, you'll not do any damage or healing, so be fast in grabbing more fuel. In terms of actual abilities themselves, when you get targeted by the Shadow Blast circle, move away from the candle and the group so nothing is in your circle. When the Umbral Slash line is targeted at the candle, pick it up and move it out. Next, interrupt Call Darkness quickly to have as few adds spawn as possible. Kill the adds that do spawn and interrupt their Drain Light casts. And when Eternal Darkness is cast, use a personal cooldown to reduce the damage you take and make sure the candle is high on energy. Quickly pick up more fuel because Eternal Darkness will dim the candle greatly. And that's all you need to know for the Darkflame Cleft bosses. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. I would really appreciate it as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you'd like to support me more, you can also follow me over on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Twitch, all at BBMezzy. And lastly, I also have a community Discord linked in the description. For now, I'm Mezzy, and I'll see you again next time.